Welcome back into the channel. Back again with another player profile. Today we're going to be talking about why you need to stop undervaluing Aaron Jones. He is a locked-in top 5 running back, not somebody with top 5 upside. I'm talking about somebody that should be valued as a top 5 running back right now. He is one of the better values right now going in drafts. He is going at RB10 on Underdog and Fantasy Football Calculator. Stop doing that. I'm going to tell you why right now. Let's ride. Welcome back into the channel. Once again, we're going to be talking about Aaron Jones. I appreciate everybody checking out the content. Much like Aaron Jones, we are also undervalued. So I'd appreciate it if you could show us support and hit that like, subscribe button. We are grinding out the content. We are in August now. Fantasy season is here. Rejoice. Football is coming soon. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about Aaron Jones. Last season, Aaron Jones averaged 18.4 fantasy points per game, 4th among all running backs. Top 5 fantasy finishes in each of the last 2 seasons. Finished 5th overall in 14 games last season, I might add. And he averaged 17.7 touches per game, 1,100 rushing yards, 350 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns. Over the past 4 years, Aaron Jones has been a model of consistency and a model of efficiency over the last 4 years. If you look, 0.19 missed tackles forced per touch, which was 21st, 3.2 yards after contact per carry, 12th. 25.9% of his touches go for either a touchdown or a first down, and he has a 5.35 touchdown rate. That's only behind Alvin Kamara. And he's done all this by being one of the more underutilized running backs. He's only played 75% of the snaps or more in 6 career games. Listen, he's a guy that doesn't need 20 plus touches per game. And there's not many running backs that are like that, right? Yes, volume is absolutely king, but there's also guys like Aaron Jones who do not require that. And he has shown us year after year after year that he can be a top 5 fantasy finisher. We do not have to worry about that anymore with Aaron Jones, but yet his ADP does not reflect that. His ADP does not reflect being a top 5 running back in the league. And there's also good news coming. Jamal Williams is gone. We'll talk about that in a second, but if you look at this offensive line, this is another reason to be excited. The Packers offensive line in 2020 was 5th in adjusted line yards, 19th in power rate, 5th in second level, 5th in open field, and 6th in adjusted sack rate. PFF ranked them 2nd against the pass, 7th against the run. This offensive line is basically intact from last year. We have David Bakhtiari, who is starting the year on the PUP list. Is something we need to monitor, but it sounds like he should be good to go for the start of the season. Kind of taking it slowly here. We'll see how that progresses for him. And then you have Pro Bowler Elgin Jenkins, who was drafted last year. Josh Myers may or may not be the starting center. That he was drafted in the 2nd round by the Green Bay Packers this year. There's some other guys who possibly could play that role. You could see Jenkins slide over from guard to center. That is possible. I think there's some other options here. Maybe John Runyon could possibly play center, or however they decide to do this. Lucas Patrick at right guard, and then they just signed Dennis Kelly, the mammoth of a man with a beautiful flowing mane, who is 6'8". Dennis Kelly, who played all 16 games last year, started at right tackle for the Tennessee Titans, and he ranked 38th out of 93 qualifying players in run blocking and didn't allow a single sack for the Titans. So this should be a good upgrade for the Packers as well. We got the offensive line. Good to go there. Aaron Rodgers, the man, the myth, the legend is back, which is all good news. We don't have to worry about Jordan Love in 2021. Great news for Devontae Adams. Excellent news for Aaron Jones. Why I'm going to take Aaron Jones over why I'm going to take Aaron Jones over some of these other running backs like Derrick Henry. Definitely over Derrick Henry. All day over Derrick Henry. I'm going to take Aaron Jones over Nick Chubb. I'm going to take Aaron Jones over Jonathan Taylor. There's probably a couple other guys in there that I'm definitely taking him over. Like I said, I have him currently ranked 4th among all running backs in PPR. Not going to change. Lock it in, because Jamal Williams is also gone, which is good news for Aaron Jones. Jamal Williams averages about 140 to 150 touches over the last 3 or 4 years playing for the Packers. He is now gone. He is in Detroit. Left. He averaged last year about 10 touches per game, 35 targets, 740 total yards, and 3 touchdowns. And he had 5 goal line carries last year for the Green Bay Packers. Listen, the departure of Jamal Williams is big for Aaron Jones in the passing game work situation here. Aaron Jones, I think, could possibly see 80 plus targets this year, which is huge for his upside. We could be talking about And it really wouldn't surprise me at all if he were to see 100 plus targets this year and he flirts with a Christian McCaffrey type season because he has that level of efficiency. He has that ability as a pass catcher. He is a terrific pass catcher. He's not somebody that you're just going to do these little dump offs with. He's a guy that you can line up on the outside and send him off down the field. And he is a more than capable pass catcher down the field. So I love Aaron Jones. I think that he is being undervalued. Yes, AJ Dillon is there, the second year running back who flashed a little bit late last year. And I do think that if something were to happen to Aaron Jones, he would be a monster top 5 upside lottery type pick. And so, I also think he's probably going to have some standalone value because we know Aaron Jones isn't going to handle all the work here. There's probably going to be 35 to 40% of the touches available here for AJ Dillon. So I think he could have some standalone value and be a guy who sees some touchdowns on any given week because of his size and his ability to do that. But he's not a terrific pass catcher. I think he only had 18 career receptions at Boston College. Now, was that Boston College thing? Because that Boston College team never threw the ball. Okay, they never threw the ball ever. And so that could have been on that. But I will say this, that I would bet that Aaron Jones is going to see the lion's share of those 35 targets that were awarded to Jamal Williams last year. So that's good news for Aaron Jones. So overall, we know he's a mega touchdown producer. He has been 19 in 2019, 11 in 2020. He's super efficient. He's tied to Aaron Rodgers. Everything we could be possibly looking for in a running back. Stop taking him so low. If you're sitting there at the 5th overall pick, lock in Aaron Jones. If you're sitting there in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, I don't care what it is, you should be taking Aaron Jones because of his ceiling, because of his upside, because of his ability as a pass catcher. He is what we want Alvin Kamara to be this year. And he's been that in his career. He just hasn't had that monster ceiling type season, right? That season that we saw from Alvin Kamara last year, right? I think the opportunities are there. The targets can definitely be there. A big bump in targets without Jamal Williams. So that's all the things we're looking. So let me know in the comment section below why you agree or you disagree on this with Aaron Jones. Why do you think people undervalue Aaron Jones? Is it because he's not seeing the requisite touches that most people feel comfortable with? He's not going to be a guy who's going to get 20 plus touches per game. Or are you in love with Aaron Jones? Let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody checking it out. I hope everybody hits that like and subscribe button. Plus, we have a brand new Discord channel. I hope everybody heads over there and checks that out. Good fantasy football community. It's been pretty lit since we started about a week ago. So started that for you guys. We're winning championships this year. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.